No getting on a plane in Canada if you're not maxed. Canada to require all air travelers to be vaccinated. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right. Bahashem Rakah Kodash, Kalim La, Alahayanawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. All right. Read this again. No getting on a plane in Canada if you're not maxed. Canada to require all air travelers to be vaccinated, right? If you've been keeping up with stuff, a lot of stuff been going on with Vanessa, man. All right. A lot of stuff been going on with Vanessa. All right. If you don't know who Vanessa is, well, we looking at it. The world is talking about it. Vaxx. All right. The shot, the poison, the needle. All right. And man, this is coming worldwide, man. All right. You got this guy, Dr. Fauci, talking about, it says he warns that inevitably people will need a Vanessa shot. All right. Inevitably, so quote unquote inevitably, right? And this is all part of the NWO. All right. Because your boy Billy, all right, your boy Billy came out a couple years back and said one of the main death instruments they're gonna use to cut down the population was going to use Vanessa. They was gonna use the needle, man. But all you people that want to take the shot, that want to be hard headed, when you die, all right, when you die, or you know. When you die, man, don't expect pity, man. Nobody's gonna show you pity, man. The scripture say, "Who will pity a trauma?" All right, we get that. Who is gonna pity a trauma, man? That's Iraq 10:7, right? It's Iraq 10:7. So like it says, "Who will pity a trauma?" Let me get that. Pity a trauma. Sirach 12:13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? So you people gonna have to make a decision, man. Real soon. People gonna have to make a decision, man. And it's just it's the prelude, man. It's a precursor to that to the MOTB, man. To that mark. All right. It's a precursor to that mark, man. And you people gonna have to make a choice. All right, you people have to. I just seen somewhere said Biden was saying if man, damn, Biden was talking about some you can't. Let me see. Type it in, Biden interstate travel. All right, they were saying something about you can't I'm spelling wrong. Interstate. Let me see some. Biden interstate. Right? Biden eyes tougher Vanessa rules without provoking backlash. All right, what did you talk about? Said White House report for said Vanessa mandate for interstate travel. You see that? Traffic alert, second round of road. So this thing is getting down to the nitty gritty, man. All right, and all this stuff is gonna cause sedition. It's gonna cause sedition among men. You know? It's gonna cause sedition, uproars, commotions. All right, this is stirring it up, man. Just stirring it up. That's the 15th sedition among men. All right. Second Ezra 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And if you can't tell that the sword and destruction draweth nigh, then you've been blinded, man. All right, it says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. Right, and this country is divided, man. The scripture says, a kingdom that is divided against itself shall not stand. So if America is divided against itself, how in the hell is it gonna stand, man? It's not. All right, it's not gonna. That's why the scripture say Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. All right. It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition. It's telling you why. It says, for there shall be sedition. Now, the sedition is chaos, anarchy, right? Sedition, rebellion. You see that? Uprising, revolt. You see that? Concerted. All right? A kingdom against, let's get that, man. A kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. Right? Revolt, uprising, man. Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahweh knew their thoughts and said to them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. If Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Right? And Yahweh was using this parable as to how he was casting out demons. All right, but you can also apply this to these terms as well, man. Mark 3:23, he called it to them and said it to them in parable. How can Satan cast out Satan? Right? How can the Edomite cast out a damn Edomite, man? Right? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand, right? So these devils, they out of here. They almost out of here. It says if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end, right? And these devils have an end, like scripture say, the word Esau is the end thereof, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. If we paraphrase it, all right, 2 Ezra 6. All right, but let's go back to 2 Ezra's let's go back to 2 Ezra 15 though. All right, 2 Ezra 16. He says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into the sea and shall not be able." Right? They talking about them damn Vanessa mandates. You see that? Vanessa mandates to interstate travel. That's what they gonna be doing, man. All right. You got a Vanessa mandate in Canada. You can't get on a plane without it. You see? A man shall desire to go into the sea and shall not be able. Because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All right? And this was coming next. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That great tribulation is what Jacob's trouble. Like what Yahweh shall talk about. For there shall be what? Great tribulation, man. All right? And you seeing commotions is happening right now. What Yahweh shall prophesied about. All right, this is Luke 21:7. And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be, and what sign shall there be when these things shall come to pass? And he said, Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Right? Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from the heaven. But for all these they shall lay their hands on you. And that's what I've been talking about. All right. What's gonna kick it off is the persecution. But that's besides the topic. It says, but before all these they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, deliver you up to the synagogues and to prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake, and return to you for a testimony. All right. And like it says, Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. And that's what this thing is all about, man. All right. The salvation of the elect and the destruction of the wicked, man. So with that, giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, Kalim La, Allahayana, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Man, these people finna kill each other, man. These people through, and they about to kill each other, and we almost out of here, Lord willing, man. With that, Death to America, DTA, El Bible Ball, come out, Sha'Allah, Shalom. Shalom to the whole elect, Shalom.